Hello and welcome to the Chaps Game Chat. I'm your host today, Steve Winterburn, joined by the fire breather himself, Joshua Dunkley.
What's
You
up?
gotta cut that out every time. Every time.
What's up?
So, today, I sat back and I don't know if the camera frame could even get me there.
Oh man, you were invisible.
Invisible.
You're a ghost.
Invisible. Today we're talking about TellTale Batman, the finale.
Yeah.
So, this is the 5th episode.
You good?
But before we do that, Josh,
Yeah.
what do we have to do every time before we do anything?
We gotta do a shot of the show, Steve.
Have to do a shot of the show. So I went to the bathroom,
Yeah.
and Josh decided to surprise us, or surprise me, rather, and he mixed, I don't know.
2 drinks. I want us to have it, and I want you to tell me what you think it is, and I'll tell you afterwards.
Can you give me a list of what it could be, or am I just
No.
naming based off what I think we
What
have?
you taste, what your favorite, what the flavor profile of it is.
Is it still out? Because I see Di Serrano still out.
Di Serrano is not in this drink.
Okay, and okay, so it's neither of those two things that are
No.
because the other one's empty. This one's does not smell pleasant. It sent like a shiver down my spine. Oh man! All right.
I hope it's okay.
Was it 2/3 of anything, or is it like half and half?
I tried to do half and half.
Okay.
But
Did you mix yours, or did you just fuck with mine?
No, mine's mixed as well.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
How was it, Steve?
I'm tasting some cherry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm tasting is it cherry vodka we have?
Yeah.
And
Black cherry twisted
okay.
vodka with.
fuck, I don't know. Is it a whiskey?
No.
Fuck. Is it the Russian vodka?
No. Chocolate vodka.
I didn't taste any chocolate.
Had the chocolate on the top.
Yeah.
Maybe just kind of went by and then got cherry.
See, I could taste the cherry, like that dominated the most of it. But oh yeah, I can see the chocolate now.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, what do we have most of? We have a lot of different whiskeys in there. We have some bourbon and stuff. And I was like, okay, and then we have some vodkas. And yeah.
Yeah.
Playing the odds there.
Not too, I thought it would be like a chocolate covered cherry. That's what it's called.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad.
No.
It made it worse because I held it in my mouth there for a minute because I was like, I want to make sure I taste this all and get a good idea. But yeah, could have been worse. I expected worse, to be honest. So, Batman, the finale,
Episode 5.
episode 5.
Steve.
Do we get into spoiler territory right off the bat? Do we want to work our way through this?
Well, I think it's the 5th episode.
The 5th episode, spoiler territory.
So just go straight in with spoilers.
Okay. Should we start off? Did we like it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Did you like it?
I liked it.
Okay.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I agree. It wasn't amazing.
Oh no?
No. It was good. The hardest decision was the final decision.
Really?
Yeah. Even though it clearly didn't really impact anything in this game. But I was sitting there, and that's the only one I paused during, and I was like, how do I want to go about this? Anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Josh,
Yes.
tell us about the introduction.
Introduction.
Yes.
So after the previously on shenanigans,
Yeah.
we are cut to Gordon. He's got some type of wound in the stomach,
Yeah.
bleeding a bit. He's being chased by somebody, or a group of people.
Yeah.
He escapes to the roof of the police department, and he signals to Batman. And then that's we find out that it's Harvey's goons, who's basically becoming like military police, being like, "Oh, you're not listening to the mayor. We're in charge now."
We're gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And all while, like, the police commissioner, too,
Yeah.
is also being gunned down.
Yes. So then you come in as Batman, save the day, save Gordon,
Yeah.
and try to fight through the entire police department to save the commissioner. And you don't.
You don't.
You don't.
No.
No. You get shot real good.
Whatever. He was an important character.
No, you have to have Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah. Okay, from there,
From there,
what happens next?
we move on to Harvey Dent.
Move on to Harvey Dent. This part was cool.
This part was really good.
Yeah. So you walk in,
Yes.
you get word that Harvey has some hostages held up in the Wayne Manor,
Yes.
which is already it was lit on fire. It looks like shit right now. So you go to the Wayne Manor as Bruce Wayne, and he says if Batman shows up, they're all dying.
Yes.
If the cops show up, then I think he's killing like one at a time or something.
Yeah.
But basically, they're all gonna die. So he's like, Bruce Wayne has to show up. So you show up, and you kind of have to see. I don't know if your decisions even really mattered for this part,
I'm not too sure either.
because I feel like no matter what, at least the majority of them get free. There was only one that died for me, and that was the cop right off the bat. You had no decisions there.
Yeah. He died for me as well.
Yeah. Besides that, they all get away, at least to my knowledge.
Yeah.
And
You get to choose how you play it, though. How did you flavor that section?
I wasn't threatening towards him. I don't remember exactly what the options were there, but I know that there was clearly more aggressive wording.
Yes.
And I chose against that. I remember you get up to the very, you walk up some stairs and you get there, and you can kind of grab for the coin.
Yes.
So I grab for the coin, and then you get the option to flip the coin for him in deciding whether he commits suicide. Or you can be like, I'm pocketing this. Good luck figuring this out.
Yeah.
So that's what I did.
You pocketed it?
I thought it was a better choice because I was like, let's see what you can do when you don't have the coin.
Yeah.
So, what did you do?
So I tried to appeal to Harvey Dent because we were friends. So like, I kept referencing the fact like, I thought you wanted to save for Gotham. This isn't you, Harvey. Like, and so I flavored
But
it.
then
that
he
way.
brings up the Serena or Selena?
Selena.
Yeah. He keeps bringing up the Selena thing
Yeah.
because I did the same thing. I was like, yep, you're right.
Yeah.
I did sleep with her.
Yeah. That was good times.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, I also reached and I grabbed the coin as well. At first, I thought I was reaching for the gun because I
That's
didn't
what I
see
thought.
him.
I was like,
flip
I
it.
missed it. How
Yeah.
did I miss that? I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in the same boat. I didn't see it flip it up.
No.
Did you pocket it?
I pocketed it.
Good choice.
Yeah.
Okay. So he ends up, at least in mine, not killing himself.
Yeah. He just kind of like bundles up into like a little ball.
Fetus. Oh yeah. He becomes a fetus.
He becomes a
And,
fetus. Spoilers.
Fetus then gets arrested.
Yeah.
Lady of Arkham soldier kind of gets upset and attacks you.
Ooh, you saved me from Harvey Dent trying to kill me.
How dare you? I didn't even understand the logic there at all.
We're not surrounded by police officers right now.
Yeah, no logic. Unless he was injected.
Maybe.
That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
No logic there otherwise.
No.
He gets arrested. Then what happened?
Okay. Then we go to the Batcave. Yeah. And we're doing research on the Lady of Arkham.
Yeah.
And Penguin and whatnot.
This part I thought was useless.
Yeah. Well, and then
Like it was minorly interactive, but there was no point that part was fun
yeah.
or even interesting. Like this is information I felt you already knew for the most part.
Yeah.
You're just clicking extra buttons.
But then while you're doing that, you realize that, hey, one of my gadgets is going up and down the street because you're looking at a map trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah.
And so you're like, Selena. Because somehow you get camera footage that's Selena.
See, this whole part,
Yeah.
I was dozing in and out of sleep. I was just really tired, so I had no idea how or why I was visiting Selena. I had no idea. I just, and then Selena was there, and we're on a road, and she had a motorcycle,
Yeah.
and we were talking, and she says, "You're a job." This whole part I blanked out at. And this was just last night. Like, I was so out of it when I was playing before. The first part, and then I was like, I need to focus. So this part was a blur to me.
So basically what she stole from you was this, basically an all-access key to
Oh.
anything that Wayne Tech is in. So she could steal from
Bitch.
anything using
Okay.
this. So you meet her, you block her up on a highway, and you basically get your last conversation with her.
Yeah.
And saying goodbye and everything. And I don't know how much you remember since you're half asleep.
Yeah.
But the way I played it was I was talking to her, and like you get to say like you get to choose your words on like how to say.
Yeah, you can convey your feelings for her
Yeah.
if you want to.
And like, you described like, you don't need this key or whatever, right? And I was like, the option it gave me was says like, you're above this, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're above this. You don't need to be a thief anymore. Like, you're a good person.
Yeah.
But no, I was like, you're above this. You don't need this. This is like a crutch for you. And I was like, not what I meant to say, Batman.
You completely just changed. Nope.
No, it's like, you're above this.
I remember I was trying to convince her to team up with me later.
Yeah.
I had no idea what she stole from me. I remember she was telling me that I was a job to her. At one point, you get the option to tell her that you love her, and I was like, I'm good. No.
Yeah.
You have the option to be like, no, go. And then the other option was, no, we should be a team.
Mm-hmm.
We should team up more often. And I remember I chose that one because I was like, no, we kicked ass. So I was like, yeah, we should team up sometime. But at that time, I didn't know what she stole. I was so half asleep.
Yeah.
So what did you say? How did that whole part go down for you?
Well, because she was like, yeah, you're just a job. And when I found out you're Batman, it made it interesting.
Yeah.
But it wasn't anything special. And so I was like, wait, so none of this was special to you? That's
Motherfucker. Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, well, it wasn't at first. And then, like,
Oh.
I went down that way. I tried to appeal to her, like, emotionally and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, I don't know, I got her to like me at the end. Like, because at first she was, like, being sarcastic, but I got her to open up.
Yeah.
And that was nice.
You gave her a goodbye kiss?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you?
Good work, man, yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened from there?
So we got that. Then, do we go back? Alfred.
Alfred gets kidnapped here. You're right.
Alfred gets kidnapped here.
Yep.
Yeah, you get a call. He's calling for help.
Right after Selena leaves.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, I could have used your help.
Yep.
Yeah. Keep going.
So you call Lucius Fox for help, and then you go back to your house to see what's happened, see if you can find him there.
Yeah.
And you see this whole room is just completely destroyed, like, ripped apart, basically.
Yeah.
And it's one of those crime scene investigation things where you gotta link this thing to this thing.
This one was painfully straightforward. There was one thing I kept missing though, and I don't remember which one it was. There was something, and I kept walking by it, and it wasn't popping up on my screen. And I was like, I've got everything linked except for one thing. So obviously I'm just missing this. So that took me a bit of time. I don't remember what exactly it was though. But yeah, that was cool. Cool enough. It wasn't.
It was like,
Anyways.
kind of like a waste of time.
Yeah. It was space filler.
Yeah. But so basically you find out that his Lady Arkham took him.
Which I thought was a given.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also see that she left you a note on one of the pictures there. And it leads to a video link, and basically, which I thought this was really cool. In the video it shows Alfred getting beat up, but it shows him like constantly like looking up with his glasses.
Yes, I thought it was a given where he was.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It was pain. I was like, where else could it be? You know, in a city, in a basement. There's this wire running across, which I feel like I recognized from the actual house itself earlier on. In I think it was the previous episode, or maybe the one before, where I think I saw a red wire going into a room.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, this is painfully obvious what this is, where this is.
Yeah.
You don't need to do any more investigating.
Mm-hmm.
You could have been there already. Sorry, that drove me nuts. I was like, we're wasting time. Let's go save Alfred.
Yeah. Basically all it was like, you're using the reflection of his glasses, and it does like a fake VR thing through his bat cowl.
Which was super cool.
Yeah, it was super cool.
Yeah.
And it's like, I kind of wish I could do this through my headset right now.
Oh, yeah.
But then, so then you go there, you're like, oh, this is her parents' house.
Yep.
Easy to track down. Because it's like, first one was like, well, no, I don't think it's a convenience store. So I was like, oh, we'll go to the next
Obviously,
one.
it's not a convenience store.
Oh, I think I know where she is.
Yeah. It was like between a convenience store, her house, and what was the other one?
I don't know, I skipped the middle one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, and then you go down to the basement, you set off one trap, which is a gun, shooting through, like, the stairs between the steps.
Yeah.
Then you go down, you do a little bit of investigating, and you discover there's a hidden wall
Yes.
that you can choose to push or kick. Doesn't make any difference.
I was thinking, why would you kick through drywall? Your foot's going to get stuck, Batman. Push open the door.
Would, maybe not, but I was like, maybe, like, my first instinct was, I want to push this just in case there's something that I need to be stealthy about.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hang on, if I'm pushing a wall, someone's going to see it on the other side if there's anyone there.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just kick this wall. But I ended up pushing then you discover there's a hidden, not basement to the basement, but it's like this little dwelling.
Yeah, it's like a little torture cell type
Yeah.
thing.
Through the floor.
Yeah.
Which was interesting because I didn't expect that. And that's where you discover where, Lady Arkham became Lady Arkham.
Yeah. She was trapped down there by her foster parents as a child. And
Which makes you question, like, the other foster kid.
yeah, what happened to him?
And why hasn't he told you any of this? Why didn't you interview this kid? I would have, you should have sat down and talked to this kid. Hey, tell me about the parents, because, even before you knew that they were being tortured, you probably want to know more about Lady Arkham. Has this kid met Lady Arkham? What's this kid's story?
Yeah.
So there's going to be more to this guy. Or there should have been, but there wasn't, at least in this. So yeah, you go there, discover she was brutally beaten there. She drew some things in chalk. Alfred drew some things in chalk. It was clever.
I thought this was really cool.
Yeah, using whatever color you used as your tech as drawing additional things on there, I guess, when he had a chance.
Yeah.
And so for me, he used blue, and that way you put on your cowl and you can see the certain blue things that stand out to you. And it gives you hints leading you to Arkham.
Yes.
Which I thought was another given. He makes it so painfully clear through the picture, and then you have to link everything together, and it's like,
yeah.
you're Bruce Wayne. That part bugged me.
It's like, what does to Arkham beside this other picture of this man and woman mean? What could this all link them together?
And there's a bunch of people outside of Arkham. I wonder what's gonna happen. Oh no. What color did you choose?
Purple.
Purple. Yeah, you told me that in the first one. Okay.
Yeah.
So then you go to Arkham.
Yeah.
I want to double check time.
Doing okay?
Yeah, we're good. We're at 17.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So yeah, we got about 10 minutes. So you go to Arkham. What happens from there?
So you go there trying to stop her. Basically, her main goal is to let all the people out of Arkham kind of wreak havoc.
Well, it's her people, Lady Arkham.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
her homies.
It is her people, and this where it kind of gets a little foggy for me.
Okay.
You get there, you see her, and then you kind of chasing her throughout this thing. She unleashes prisoners, and then you're like, "Oh, that's cool."
You use your tech to get through them.
Yeah.
You end up in the common room,
Yeah,
I think. Yeah. And you fight the guy from earlier who had the marks on him. You fight him briefly.
Yeah.
You see the Joker, or John Doe, sitting there clapping. He's like, seeing this in person. And, he was amusing.
Yeah.
You work your way through there, and then eventually you corner her when it comes down to it. And a very small room, I don't know if it was like a bathroom or a closet or something, you corner her though.
Yeah.
And then she basically destroys the floor from beneath both of you. And you land horribly on your back, and she lands because she's got her jet things, and then takes off.
Yeah.
And so you chase her through this dungeon corridor type thing that has the odd trap set up.
Yes. And I'm thinking, what is this doing underneath Arkham? That's what I was thinking this whole time.
Well,
Because it's like this random catacomb-looking thing, and you're like, what the f...
I definitely felt there needs to be more to be explained there. But for example, when I went to Humber in Toronto, Lakeshore, it used to be an insane asylum.
Oh.
So underneath all of the buildings, there was this passageway that no one was allowed to go into. That links all of the buildings because they were a bunch of cottages
So
together.
that's probably what it was.
So something like that. Although me and a friend went in there, that's a whole other story though. It was actually kind of cool. We took a tour there because I'll tell you later. Anyways,
Chaps cast?
maybe Chaps cast sometime. So anyways, you're going through this, and ultimately a few traps you set off, you avoid, and then you have your confrontation with her.
Yeah.
Well, actually, first you see Alfred. You try to set him free, but then she jumps down or flies down, whatever, with the jets.
Yeah.
And you have a good fight scene.
That's okay fight scene.
Yeah, it's cool.
Felt like it went on for a bit too long.
I agree.
Before the fight scene starts, though, she asks you to remove your cowl and she won't hurt him.
This was one of the most important decisions, I think.
Yeah. One of the...
Or that she'll release him.
Well, yeah, one of the few decisions you do.
Yeah, this one wasn't very decision heavy.
Yeah.
I decided to release or take off my cowl.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah.
What happened?
So I was sitting there and I was like, I'll take off my cowl only because Alfred is the homie.
Oh.
Because I was like, as soon as I took off the cowl, that's when I made the decision, she's not leaving this room. Like, when it came down to it, if I had the choice to kill her or not, she was going to die.
But Batman doesn't kill.
Batman doesn't reveal his identity either.
But why
They
did
never-
you do that?
They never put Alfred in this situation. I was like, you are dying today if I take this off. And I was like, save Alfred. I'll do it. And because I was really worried. I was sitting there the whole time. I was like, they don't really need both Alfred and Lucius. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Lucius, sure, he's the tech guy.
Yeah.
But really, I feel like you could probably hire him full time and he can also be Alfred for you.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe they could kill off Alfred, and this could be the big thing in this game. But I don't want them to kill off Alfred. Alfred's great. And I wasn't ready for that. And I was like, I will murder her today if I have to. So I took it off, and then she used her blast wand staff, and destroyed a part of my ear. So everyone, Gordon asks later, what happened to your ear? And you're like, oh, I cut it shaving. And he's like, what? That is the worst fucking excuse. Should have gotten in a fight with a dog, like anything else. But so now your ear gets fucked up. And,
God damn it.
but that's when I made the decision. I was like, no, you're dying today.
Oh man, I find it very interesting because I remember when we first started as either episode 1 or episode 2, you're like, I don't trust Alfred.
I didn't. I know, you're right. I 100% didn't. But
I'm glad you came around on him though.
yeah, because first, I don't remember if it was, which character it was. Oh, it was the bad mob guy. He was like, don't even trust your friends. And he was hinting to Alfred, because Alfred knew the entire time what was going on.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't trust Alfred. Maybe there's something else going on with him. And so at the time, yeah, I didn't trust him. But no, there was no way. And he made his peace with me earlier on in that episode too.
Mm.
So like he felt clearly extremely guilty, and I was like, listen, Alfred, you're my family. So that's what matters now.
Okay.
And did you forgive him?
Yeah.
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 So yeah, and yeah, that's what I did. So you didn't do that.
No, I left it on because I'm Batman.
Was
No one
Alfred
sees
upset?
Batman. I forgot fucked up a little.
Yeah?
Yeah. She used her staff on him and hit his eye.
Oh,
Yeah. Right in the eye.
he get an eye patch?
He gets an eye patch at the
He
end.
gets an eye patch.
Yeah,
Alfred
so-
the pirate.
Yeah, he becomes punished Alfred.
All right.
Metal Gear Solid 5 reference.
All right. So now
But
we have
then-
Alfred the pirate.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good.
See, what bugs me is that we didn't see her die. We saw the rocks
Fall on her.
fall down. You can assume she's dead, but I don't like not seeing them dead.
Because she knows who you are.
She knows who I am. Well, even then, like, you don't know for certain.
Yeah.
You don't. And I was like, I would have murdered her in that. But I didn't get to. Now I don't know. Now, at the very end, you get the choice because you want to help rebuild society.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, she dies. Surprise, or spoiler. They ask, or Gordon asks for Bruce Wayne to appear. But you get the choice. You can have Bruce Wayne, or you can have Batman.
Yes.
And the logic behind it is that Batman is a sign of justice, for good. Bruce Wayne can help financially to help rebuild the city and make it what it used to be in a good way.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I went as Bruce.
That was a tough choice.
I thought it was very easy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I made the same choice.
Yeah.
I was Bruce as well.
Good call.
Only because I was like, Batman doesn't go out to these events.
Batman's not a social figure.
Yeah, he's not gonna do this. That doesn't make any sense. But I did pause it for a minute, like I hit the middle Xbox button. And I just sat there for a minute because I was like, the city does need this, a sign of justice.
Yeah.
They need that. But I was like, oh, you know what? I can build back what Bruce was.
Yeah.
It's important for that to be a thing. And financially you can help out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you're giving your speech, you get to choose if you want to help the police department by being like, hey, we're going to give them the top of the line stuff.
Oh, this, I regret my choice.
Or be like, hey, we're going to make Arkham. We're going to reinforce it. We're going to
I regret my choice on this
do
one.
whatever there.
Yeah.
What'd you do, Steve?
I chose help the police department.
What? That's what I did.
No, I
thought that's
regret it.
good. Good choice.
As soon as I clicked it, I was like, why? And like they were all happy because obviously they're the police officers there.
Like, oh, they're going to kick ass.
And
They're
I
going to
wanted-
be Robocops.
But that's but the whole idea behind this season was that the police became too much. Now you also had Two-Face behind it all, Harvey Dent. But it was that the police, they were too powerful. They were too much, and I was like, I should have locked up Arkham. I should have enforced that even further.
Mm-hmm.
So I do wish I switched that, but whatever.
My thinking was like me being sent to Arkham and stuff. I was like, stay away from talking about Arkham.
That's a good point too.
Just
Disassociate yourself entirely. Yeah. Yeah, and then there's An Attempt at Your Life, which was useless.
Which at first I thought it was gonna be the Joker.
That's what I thought too. I thought he was out of costume and stuff because you can tell that it's clearly not a completely white character.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's Caucasian, but like not white, Joker white. So yeah, but his hair was slicked back, and you only saw him from the back at first, and I was like,
Yeah.
interesting. But it was just kind of tossed in there.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessary, actually. Really.
Kinda.
Was it?
Well, because then you get to see your very last scene.
You would have saw that anyways, though, I think.
I guess.
Because he could have still been watching this in the bar, because this would have been on the news. This was a public thing.
Who's watching it, Steve?
John Doe.
Yeah.
For season 2. And you owe him a favor.
Yeah. It's gonna be good. I'm excited to see him.
Yeah.
Thanks
So your pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, Steve. I like how it cut to him there.
Yeah.
Cut to John Doe, and it's in the bar that you and Selena were in with episode 2.
So you'll definitely have a season 2?
I really hope so. Oh, like they probably
For
made
sure.
so much money on this.
For sure. Like, the only thing they haven't made a season 2 of, at least as of late, like, we're not going to count Back to the Future, but The Wolf Among Us, which unfortunately didn't make as much money as all the other ones they're doing.
Which didn't they leave it open ended kind of thing where they could have?
They could have, like at the very end, she walks away and she unveils that she was kind of not behind it all, but that she was a part of it. And you have the choice to chase after her or to leave her.
Okay.
And I don't remember if I chose to leave because I was on the fence. I was like, well, you got me, or chase after her. So they can, but at the same time, they can just kind of leave that. Oh, it's a toss up. Anyways, excited?
Yeah.
Season 2.
Season 2 should be good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think how to compare this. It's hard to compare this. How much did you like this game?
It was a great game, from TellTale, but it's not one of their better games. I think Borderlands is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say
Season.
Game of Thrones is better too.
I didn't play Game of Thrones.
Oh, you should. You have it because it's online.
I have it on both PS4 and
Yeah.
Xbox One. I still haven't played it.
I'd say Wolf Among Us was. I don't know if it's better, but it's close.
It's close.
Very close. And Walking Dead was better. Like, this was a very, very good game. I don't want to take anything away from it, but
It's better than Minecraft.
better than Minecraft. I only played the first episode because it was free and I'm not paying for that.
Yeah. I don't know, it was good. It was good Batman. I like how they switched it up with adding new characters and not being the same old.
Yeah. I also like that you get to choose between being Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah, good game.
Yeah.
Good conclusion overall. You know, certainly not bad. There was no bad episode.
No,
It
there was no
less good, but no bad episode. No episode that I was like, well, fuck that.
So, last week,
Yes.
I know
We're very. Oh, we have to go.
We have to go?
Yeah, we have to go. We are gonna go over. Tune in next time. Chapscast podcast. Yeah.
Bye. What's up? What's up?
We definitely went over the time. Like.